Hey, so in this quick video I will show you how to exploit the browser's autofill or autocomplete data. Usually the browser is very strict about how you can handle the data. They only allow to manipulate the data through their own UI, through the browser settings, but I will quickly show you how to access the data from your users to scrape them for phishing or whatever. So we'll do it in Chromium this time. And there is this funny website called Docs Shop, and they have this registration form. Wait, it's in Czech, but I'll quickly translate it for you. If you want to register for their eShop of whatever components or whatnot, they ask you for email and passwords, password control, and you click register. But if you go deeper and open the inspect element, there is this it's a field set of these three form group inputs, but then there is this div called additional information with class JS hidden, which has all of these CSS hacks to hide elements on the websites for the people, but being visible for the scrapers, for the bots, for your browser. So if I quickly take the whole form and copy the data and open a text editor, paste it into the text editor. Oh, alright, that was a fail. Let me do it again, sorry. Alright, if I save it without any external CSS, then if I open the same page, I can see that there is this personal information and all the billing address. So what happens if I click into email, I got prompted of my autofilled or autocomplete data from my browser, from my browsing history that I already saved in all other pages, and if I click on it, you can see that I get highlighted all the other forms or inputs in this billing address box. So if I do it on the legit website, click here, fill in the email for my comfort, they're doing it for my comfort, and I fill in my password for this website and click register. If you actually now inspect the hidden div and open and delete the class from the DOM, the common object model, and close it, you can now see that they also included all my other data. And it's only possible because if we jump back to the file here, if we go through the individual inputs here in the additional information thing, you can see that there is this, let's do it on the billing street. They have the ID billing street, name bill street, and they use the autocomplete attribute of the form inputs of HTML5, street address, address level 2, postal code, and all the other data that's necessary. So they know, so they use these standard names, and because of the autocomplete being on and available, they can prompt the autocomplete on the email, and if you click on it, it lets the browser fill in all the other inputs with your data, which is invisible for you. And it's completely legit because browser thinks you want to fill in. There's no way for browser to determine if it's legit or not, because there can be legit cases when websites want to have the extra data hidden, and it could be all right reason. So the browser can't determine the legitimacy of the autofill data, so they will fill in every form they find with the appropriate attribute, and so it's only up to you to find out if it's a good website or not. So you should really watch out, and you should really I personally don't use autofill data at all. I don't need them, and I don't fill that much personal information about myself online anyway, so I don't really need it. But yeah, you should be aware of the websites you are filling it in, and there is no easy trick to prevent it. Really, you would have to do it manually to check all the inputs, or to have autofill just the email and the first name and last name, and all the other details fill in manually. So this way you can't lose any personal data on any websites at all. So yeah, so that's about it, and see you next time.